Welcome back to SumItUp. My name is Tad. This is Jordan. Today, we're going to talk about what you need to know when starting a business. And stick around till the end. We have a great resource for you.
So Tad, what is the first thing that you usually have people do when they're starting a business?
So the very first thing is going to be pretty obvious, I think. Most people aren't going to really think about it because it's not going to be an issue. But for the very first thing you have to do is you have to pick the location. And for most of you, and for 99% of the business owners, it's going to be the city in which they live. But every once in a while, there's going to be business owners that are going to be doing business across states. And so if you're going to be doing business in your state and in another state, you need to consider that so that you can make sure you're setting up the right business type.
And so the second thing we need to look at too then is you need to be able to pick a name. So what are some of the things that we need to think about in picking a name? Can I just pick whatever name that comes to my head and hey, that's an awesome name?
Well, I would say that's where it starts. I mean, most of you have some clever idea for your business. You've already chosen the idea with it. And so typically there's a name that comes with that naturally. And so what you're going to want to do is see if that natural name that you have is available in the state in which you live. Sometimes it will be, sometimes it will not be. So that's going to be the second thing that you need to look at.
So if I come with like this awesome name like Netflix.
Right, I like that name.
That's a good name.
Yeah. That may or may not work.
Okay.
So how do we check? How do you check? I mean, how do you see if that business name is available? Let's say Netflix is what you want to do, right? Well, the nice thing is there's resources where you can jump online and check with your state to see if that name has already been used or if you need to pick something different.
Yeah. The next thing that you need to do to make sure that your name isn't taken is go to Google, search your state and either business entity or name so that you can find out if your name is already taken or not.
Right, and once you've typed that in, it should bring you to some link for your state. You'll click on that, and from there it'll be pretty intuitive as how to get to where you need to go.
Then the next thing we need to do is register with the state. We got to register our business with the state. And so you go to your state's business registration site, same thing. What you can do is just search for it. Usually it'll come up.
So Jordan, when he went online, he found out Netflix wasn't available. So
unfortunately,
he had to change the name of his business, but he was able to narrow it down, and he finally picked a business name.
Yep.
It's called Jordan and Company. So Jordan and Company is now available.
I wish. Actually, I really like that name. And then the next thing, sometimes within that site, it will send you to the federal site to register and obtain your EIN number, which is also very important.
And so that's EIN. So the EIN is the employer identification number. So it's basically the tax ID number that you use when you file your tax returns, sales tax, those kinds of things. So that's what EIN stands for.
And usually the state will ask you if you're going to need to file and pay sales tax, withholding tax, those kinds of things.
So the nice thing about it, there's a lot to remember, but the beauty of it is once you get online and you start going through those checklists, it really is super intuitive. It makes it really easy. And based on how you answer those questions, kind of like Jordan said, if you said you're going to do payroll, then it's going to direct you to where you need to go so you can get the right numbers. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of nice that way. You don't have to remember all this stuff as you're going through.
And then really one of the most important things, especially that I see all the time, is that a lot of people will just use their personal bank account. You cannot use your personal bank account. Please do not do that. You have to set up a separate bank account.
This will make your accountant very happy. I'm just going to tell you, like Jordan, I have a ton of tax clients that come through and I'm doing tax returns. The scary part is when they go through audits and things like that, if they haven't separated out personal from business, then the IRS can come after your personal stuff. So the whole point of setting up a new business is to protect yourself. And you don't want to work super hard for things and be at risk. So that's that. I can't stress that enough. Like Jordan said, that is a really, really important part.
And really any account you use, whether it's credit card, PayPal, whatever account you use it specifically for the business. Keep your business and personal separate.
And one thing that's nice too is if you do that the right way, when you're working with an accountant to help you with monthly bookkeeping or prepare for your taxes, it will save you money. It takes so much extra time if you have to go through and sort through what's business and what's personal. So for me, I'm passionate about that, because part of what I want to do is I want to be valuable to my clients. And to make that happen, I have to suggest these things so that they understand that if they don't do it, there's going to be a cost. So just remember that as well.
And we see this all the time, and we need to see it less and less. Get that straight. Keep business and personal separate.
Yeah.
And then the other things you need to consider are insurance and licenses and permits.
And so, of course, that's going to vary widely depending on where you are, so we won't cover those in detail right now, but they are really, really important, so don't forget those steps. So now, the moment you've all been waiting for, seriously, one of the best resources that I've been able to give to my clients when they're trying to figure out what do I do when starting a business is the SBA.gov website. That's what we want to cover now. We're going to go through every step that we just covered. We're going to be able to show you visually where you can click on and take care of this in a matter of minutes, and it will make things really easy for you. So when you're ready to set up your business type and get some of this stuff figured out, again, I've mentioned this to many of my clients, SBA.gov. So open up a new browser, type in the search bar, SBA.gov. Stands for Small Business Administration. This link that I'm going to show you is specifically designed to help small business owners that are trying to figure out how to get their businesses going. Once you've typed in SBA.gov, it will bring you to their homepage. You will click on the link near the top that says Business Guide. Click on Business Guide. Once you click on Business Guide, it will bring up 4 different boxes. One called Plan Your Business, another Launch Your Business, another Manage Your Business, and the last one says Grow Your Business. Most of you have already figured out the first phase. You've already planned your business. You already know what you want. You've picked your idea. You're super excited about it. Now, what we've covered today is how do you actually get your business going. So you're going to hover over the section that says Launch Your Business. When you hover your mouse over that section, it will bring up a list. And you'll notice on this list, there's pick your business location, choose a business structure, and so on and so forth. So for each of those, the beauty about this site is you can click on it. So I'm going to click on pick your business location as an example. Once you click on that, it's going to walk you through why location matters. There's a lot of different things to consider. I'm not going to cover all of the little details in these things because there is a lot to cover. So you would just go through and it will answer most of the questions that you're going to have when you're starting your business. Zoning, taxes, and so forth. Once you've clicked on one of the sections, it will take you into that section. It will give you specific links. I'm not going to go through all of those. The one thing I will point out is the choose a business structure. That menu is going to be on the left-hand side. So you go to the left-hand side and you choose the option of choose a business structure. And again, I won't cover all of this stuff, but you'll notice as you scroll through, this is going to walk through many different business types. We will be having future videos on specifics of what each of these entity types are, the pros, the cons, and some of the specifics you need to be aware of when you're trying to decide which type to choose. So just know that this link is an option for you. You'll be able to see, it will walk you through, it will take you to the proper state agencies, it will walk you through getting a tax ID number and so forth. So this is a resource I show all of my clients. We wanted you to be aware of it. Take time, go through this, and if you do that, it's going to make starting this business far less stressful.
Okay, so to sum it up, pick a name and location.
Once you've done that, you register with your federal and state agencies.
And then pick a bank account, make it separate from personal. Think of insurance and permits and licenses. Thanks for watching Sum It Up, and remember, it's all in the details.
We'll see you next time.